are in the middle of Brighton. Obviously the Prince Albert behind me, so that should give you as a clue as to where we are. I've got the station buildings up here, and tonight we're going to be visiting the Blind Tiger Club. She doesn't run very often, maybe I think about 6 nights a year, which is why we're always eager when we hear one of them is going to be on. So now I've heard tell that they are somewhere down off to my left here, your right I guess, in the Trafalgar Arches. Well, I think we've struck lucky. As per with many of these events, if you actually have a look out for a few performers having a last cigarette or some security guards that aren't quite fully employed yet, then that's a bit of a giveaway for one of these events. So we think it's over there. Let's go and see if we can get in and have a look around.
My name's Brian.
Brian, okay. And how did you hear about this speakeasy this evening?
Oh, I have many friends who like playgroup, and I was supposed to be here for a friend's birthday as well. Apparently, she didn't make it down from Leeds.
Oh.
But I think she wanted us to have beer.
How are you finding the bowler hat works for you?
I'm a big fan of the bowler hat.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, is it an all year round hat? Or you find you change to something else?
I'd say it's an incidental hat. It's got a very nice
lining. Are you just here to get completely drunk and fall over this evening? Or are you going to be doing a little bit of shimmying on the dance floor?
Well, I'll be on the dance floor.
Is there any particular act you're here to see this evening?
I'm very much of the mind now. I'd like to take it all in.
Thank you very much for your time. Now we'll let you go and warm up.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Finally, after the bit of kerfuffle we had at the White Mink the other week, we've managed to catch up with Declan Cassidy.
Hi.
Sir, how long did it take you to put together this evening?
Well, you know, after years of experience, you know, you kind of evading the cops, evading the councils, you know, it kind of becomes second nature. It becomes something that you just do.
It's a nice venue you found. I hear they're not officially open until the new year.
Yeah, they're not opening until the new year, but as soon as we found this space, it's so incredibly amazing, we had to put something on here, and we had to do it before anybody else had seen it. We don't like to enforce a dress code in the Blind Tiger.
That's understandable.
You know, we hate enforcement officers in general, and we don't want to be part of that kind of crowd.
Yeah.
That's the great thing about the Blind Tiger. People take it on themselves to dress up. There's no forcing. We don't put it out in any correspondence or telegrams. People just naturally do it, and that's what makes it so much nicer.
They keep stealing our glasses for our champagne.
How dare they?
Yeah, it's quite annoying.
We never do it in the same venue twice. Never. We never will do it in the same venue twice. It takes us such a long time to find spaces that are perfect and right and can give the right atmosphere. Because every space and every building has its own character, it has its own history and its own past, you know, and that is such an important part of the Blind Tiger Club. Maybe, possibly, if you squint your eyes a little bit, you actually are back in time.
Probability says I'm going to end up dying of cholera or typhoid or
That's true.
tuberculosis.
So it's all the fun of the 1920s without the venereal disease.
Absolutely.
That's the Blind Tiger Club.
I don't want to trash your evening. I'd have to say you lose a point for the lack of dance floor. And I don't see now, much as I'm not a gambling man. At the last one, there was certainly opportunities.
On Thursday, there is gambling. The reason why there is no gambling at this event today is because our gambling master, Jim Bob, is the only man to do the job. Unfortunately, is running another gambling night in a secret venue tonight somewhere else. On Thursday, Jim Bob will be back in the venue. It's like we all want him to be there, and there'll be gambling.
Yeah.
And although we're kind of happy to tinge on it here, it's not about electric swing for us. I feel that there's no real soul in electro swing, and I think electro swing nights in general attract the kind of crowd that, I suppose, dress up just to look good and don't really care what they listen to, but it just happens to be electric swing because it's an excuse to dress up and they want to go and dance to it. However, this is real music that gets played here. This is music from yesteryear, or people interpreting music from yesteryear.
This is not Club of Belleville, isn't it?
This is actually the Swing Ninjas.
Oh, Swing Ninjas. Sorry guys, Swing Ninjas, okay. Yeah.
But you know, with the Blind Tiger Club itself, we're kind of happy to kind of just... It doesn't have to be swing. I mean, you know, 6-7 hours of swing can get a little bit much sometimes. So we're happy to kind of go into other vintage genres. We've got a great band tonight called Derriere, who are out of this world, but they're more kind of like, you know, almost proper 1950s kind of big, powerful singer, bit of soul, bit of Motown, a lot of rockabilly, you know, and that fits in here fine here, you know, that works. Even though it's not swing, it works because it's just great, real music.
You're getting a set by DJ Yoda?
DJ Yoda, yeah. He's performing a completely 1920s and 30s set. He's kind of really doing this as a favour to us. He's not charging his normally massive, gigantic fee. He's doing it kind of for a bit of a laugh, and also because, you know, DJ Yoda, as commercially as he is, really does have a great love of music and loves the 1920s and loves the 1930s, but rarely gets a chance to play it out. This is the kind of environment where he doesn't need the big screens, doesn't need the thousands of people. He can sit in the middle of an amazing building with only 200 people and play the music that he loves, and that is more than anything what the Blindside Club is about. Okay, well, it's a deal.
That's fantastic. Thank you, Declan.
Thank you very much.
Definitely pop in and interview again in the White Mink.
Pleasure. Thank you so much.
Fantastic.
Have a wonderful night.
I'm here with Nick Hollywood, who is a electro swing DJ.
I am indeed. I think that's a fair description.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you've already been. Now, what am I supposed to say here? No, throwing shapes is dancing. You're spinning something.
I was kind of doing like a DJ VJ thing, so I'm playing records, but I'm also playing movies at the same time. So I've got kind of cut up black and white visuals, which
I
is.
have to give you that
this is
horrible
like
multimedia label.
Oh, you do? Yeah.
That's a little
Okay.
bit 80s, isn't it?
Is it multimedia? I think that's kind of like, isn't it? Are we looking to the future?
No.
It's kind of like. Yeah, I'm very confused about the whole vintage, retro, remixed, 1920s, postmodern. It's great to kind of reference the past and kind of look back, but I think at the same time, you know, you want to use the technology and you want to kind of take it from today's perspective. So I kind of think that's really important. The same thing that you're doing, you know, where you're going to put this footage, you know, that you are actually recording it easily without kind of developing it and the whole, you know, I mean, it was like, you know, if you were seriously doing it. So I think that's kind of like really important.
How long have you been playing with electro swing methods and things?
Quite a fair while. The label that I run, Freshly Squeezed Music, is all about remixing a kind of vintage style. So in different kind of guises, we've been kind of doing something similar for quite a while. But the electro swing thing, it really kind of in this country started sort of late 2009. We put out the first White Mink album, which was like the first UK electro swing compilation.
New Year's, have you got a booking for that? Are you anywhere?
Do you know what? I've had loads. I'm kind of trying. I'm actually trying not to do New Year's Eve. I like work every New Year's Eve. I'm trying not to do it this year. I might do White Mischief. I'm kind of like.
I must admit, White Mink, because that goes till 5 in the morning or something.
Right.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the Eve of Tomorrow ball.
I don't know what they pitched it as. Okay.
We thought that would be nice, but to be fair, New Year's Eve, London, that's a lot of messing about, isn't it? So, I'm not sure if we'll be doing it.
Okay.
But, okay, right. Well, we'll catch up with you, no doubt, at White Mink or some of your other events in the
I hope so. I'm sure you will.
Nice talking to
you too.
Thank you, Nick.
Pleasure.
Cheers.
Pleasure.
Thank you. Okay. So, and a nice scarf. Certainly now, I'm not a big fan.
I'll be on the dance.
You will be.
Oh, yeah.